In 2019, the TDN suffered an unimaginable tragedy with the loss of our news and features editor, Ben Masam, at the age of 31. In looking for a way to remember Ben and to enable his memory to do good for the industry he loved, we decided on the Sponsor a Stall program at New Vocations. There, horses get a new lease on life after their racing careers, and family and friends can honor their loved ones.
We've had 4 people honor individuals through sponsoring a stall in their name, in their memory. And Ben Masam with the TDN, Rick Violet, Olivia Saylor, and Britt as well. And, you know, those stalls really mean a lot to us here. Every stall means a lot, but when you walk by a stall that's sponsored in somebody's honoring their life and their memory, it just means a lot more, and it means a lot to see the horses that are thriving in those stalls. Fairface, who's in our program now, he was in training with Todd Pletcher at Palm Beach Downs, and Todd sent us a message, as he often does when he has a horse that he wants to retire, and he said, you know, I've got this really nice horse. He's just had some minor setbacks, and, you know, would he fit your program? And we went through all the details, and absolutely he would fit the program. He was owned by the Wertheimers, who have been great supporters of our program as well.
He's doing great, actually. So one of the things when he came that we were working with him on was his balance. The horses generally on the track, they're racing only to the left, and a lot of times they can come with one-sided development. So we had somebody come in, a professional, come do some body work with him, and that was like a turning point for him. So after we, just like a massage for people, say he had some tight muscles, and so he kind of wasn't showing us at first all that he could do, but I think it sort of always reminds me of the Tapit reputations, and some stallions are the same way, where, you know, people see who their dad is and they're like, oh boy. But I think that those are the horses who tend to be the most special.
He's the type of horse that we always like to get, but we rarely get. It would have been very easy for him to have been sold privately and maybe raced at a lower end track, but obviously the owners, you know, race at a certain level and decided that the right thing to do was to retire him early and let him go on to be a really nice show horse.
If you can make a horse who is really smart and does have his own opinions and might just have a little bit more of an ego, if that horse can be on the same team as you and you can develop together, then those end up being really, really special horses. I think that's the same situation we have with Fairface, where he is very smart. He learned how to open his own door within the first day. And he is really playful. He loves attention. And he wants to connect with people, but he always wants to be a step ahead.
The number one reason a horse comes to us is normally due to an injury. And so the longer a horse has to stay in our program and the longer the rehab takes, the more money it takes to take care of that horse just to get it ready for adoption. And so if owners and trainers can retire their horses earlier before an injury gets to the point where they require that length of rehab, it's much better for the horse. They're going to be able to go on to a lot of more different careers. I'll have a lot more options for them, which means there's going to be better homes for them.
I think that he could go in any number of directions, really. I think that he could be a really stellar jumper, eventer. You could develop him into a nice show hunter. I think he could definitely excel in that show environment.
I think when someone passes away, it's important to keep their memory alive. And we have a lot of people that on a daily, weekly, monthly basis that walk through our barns. And it's a great way for people to see the names of people that are being honored and to be memorialized at a place that's doing so much good for the industry.